the punishment has to fit the crime. Like we're not really doing cruel and unusual punishments. And it does seem a little unusual to terminate someone's life because they're interfering with your internet. Is
If
that
it's
true or
not,
no?
absolutely not. You say interfering with your internet, but it's destroying somebody's ability to do a job. It would be the equivalent of somebody basically finding a way to go and shred all the paperwork for your licensing for being an attorney. If you were still working as an attorney, if some guy found a way to break into the offices, eliminate that, and then delete all of your bar exams, and you have no recourse. That would be the equivalent thing. Do you think you should be allowed to attack somebody if they found a way to delete your licensing for being an attorney? Or should you just get another job?
The licensing thing, I'm having a hard time conceptualizing it just because, everything's
Well, no, this is super easy to
computer-based
conceptualize.
and
You pass the bar and then you get licensed to practice law, right? What if they found a way to delete your licensing in every state where you're licensed to practice law and you're prohibited from taking the bar again? If you found out somebody was doing that, do you have a right to stop them?
Yes, my right to stop them is through the use of, law enforcement.
Yeah, but the cops say, I don't know, we can't really do anything about this. They're doing like some weird hacking stuff. Like it's illegal, but like we're not going to pursue it because we don't even know how we would pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a right
Then,
to? Yeah.
legally, I'm fucked.
Yeah, legally, but that, of course, legally you're. But that's why I'm asking you: do you have a right to take extra legal protections, or would you say, I guess I just have to get another job? I guess law school and all that was a waste of time. I need to go do something else.
Yeah. This is the thing about being a lawyer. This is what you see, after about 5 years in the game. There's so much that the law doesn't help you with. There's so much injustice. There's so much about people being victimized, people being hurt, and not being able to be made whole. And the law
Sure.
is okay with that.
Well, we're not talking about being made whole, though. We're talking
Well, I
about
said victimized and then also being made whole, so I extended it.
yeah, but
You're right.
yeah, but I'm curious because you have the ability to prevent a person from doing this. So that's my question. He's about to walk into the library. He's got a USB drive, and if he hooks this into a computer in the library, it's going to delete all of your bar exam, all of your licensing to practice law. As he's walking into the library, you shout, "Stop! Or I'm gonna beat you up." And the guy's like, "Nope, I'm gonna go. Your whole job is gone." Do you have a right to walk up and attack the guy, or do you just have to say, "I guess I need to go get another job"?
Maybe I have the right to go up and attack him. I certainly don't have the right to take his life. Once we
Okay.
start talking about taking people's life,
Well,
then,
sure, but that's
you know,
fine. Okay, well, as long as okay. What if you punch him? He falls over, and then he gets back up. And he starts walking back to the library. Can you hit him again? He's at 10 HP now.
I guess we're just we're in an eternal fight. But I
Oh,
can't.
come on, no,
I
but at
can't
some
kill him.
point, he's so weak. He's at 1 HP. He's leaning on the door. His nose and eyes are bleeding. All the cops in the city are busy right now. Dunkin' Donuts is having a fire sale. They're all the other side of town. He's about to open the door and go in. You've hit him 20 times. He's almost dead. He's like, I don't care. My whole life is going to be dedicated to destroying your ability to work as a lawyer. Do you have to say, f it, I hit him a lot. He didn't stop. He gets to go in and delete my lawyer job. I'm going to go work at McDonald's or go work at some other place, I guess. Or yeah, go do something else. Is he able to do that? Are you able to say, I'm going to hit him one more time and take him out?
You can't take him out.
You
You
can't.
can
So,
hit him to the extent that you can. If he's at 1 HP, then I can grab his USB. All right.
oh, come on. It's uploaded into his hand.
Yeah,
Here, just so that you know how exceptional the circumstance is. 'Cause I know it sounds like I'm giving you an exceptional circumstance.
Love
The
it.
only way that I stopped what happened was I came up with like a novel tech solution that nobody else on the internet had thought of yet in order to stop people from DDoSing. Like it was literally that's how exceptional the circumstance was, and it's how exceptional my remedy ended up being. Right? So it's not just like the kid was doing something where it's like, oh, if I just like turned off this thing, it would be okay, right? That wasn't the case. It required like a novel, like relatively complicated like solution. Not the most, but that's what it ended up taking to stop it. But so I'm curious. It's hard for me, and this is why I lean on the other side. And I know it's a little bit kooky, but like it's hard for me to side with a person that would continually aggress on somebody else's income over and over again through repeated physical altercation, up to the point where like if the person was killed at that point, it's like dude, like what are you gonna do?
That's why this country is so beautiful, because I didn't know that's how you resolve the issue. And that is exactly what this country wants.
Sure, but
That's
if I
exactly-
hadn't, am I just out of career now? Now I'm just gonna.
Listen, there are thousands of ways to make money. All right. I know, Destiny. I know it's fucked up. You know, I represented this lady. Uh, it's a long story, but her, you know, she was in a minivan with her husband, and her husband was driving, and they were going through a red light or an intersection, and she looks up. She's in the driver's seat. This woman. She looks up, and she sees this car barreling down. It's this 26-year-old black girl texting, just text. I mean, she sees it so clearly because the car was so close. And this 26-year-old woman, I'm from the South.
Yeah.
This 26-year-old woman slammed into their caravan.
Mm-hmm.
Right before she slams into the caravan, my client looks over her shoulder into the back seat, and she sees her three kids, and she sees her daughter. Her daughter had taken off her seatbelt and was standing up. And my client tried to jump back there. Her seatbelt prevented her from jumping back there. So, in one swoop with her hand, she just automatically hit her seatbelt, unlocked it. Right when she unlocked it, the 26-year-old hit him broadside. Client wakes up. She is outside of the vehicle. She got ejected through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter ejected through that same window before her. So they both went out the same window.
Okay.
She looks up and she sees her daughter's skull just scattered on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this girl had the minimum coverage in Georgia, which was $25,000. And I had just never seen a woman, like when she came in with her husband was able to talk, and, you know, he fine is the wrong word, but he was functional.
Mm-hmm.
But that mother, I'll just never forget. I have never seen a zombie before in my life. That lady was a zombie, right?
Okay.
Now, did the girl, you know, did her life get taken? Is it eye for an eye? No.
Well, hold on.
Listen.
No, wait. I just before you
Okay, go
finish,
ahead.
I do not agree with revenge. No one here is talking about revenge. It's about preventing something from happening. Because
You're
once you
talking
start,
about really is justice.
no, absolutely not. Because
You're not
justice,
talking about justice?
I don't think justice should almost ever be enforced publicly. There has to be an exceptional circumstance. I'm talking about
Publicly? So you could enforce it privately?
Or, I'm sorry, when I say public, I mean like by the public, as opposed to like by the government.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about prevention of all that. So, for instance, if somebody walks into your house and steals a whole bunch of stuff, right, and then leaves, I don't think you're okay to steal it back from him, right? But if he breaks into your house and through a scuffle you kill him, I think that is okay because you're preventing. I think preventing something is materially and morally different than trying to. That's why I objected to you saying make somebody whole afterwards. I don't think you should be able to make somebody whole through extra legal means. That should probably be handled legally. But the prevention of something I think is different. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So if someone steals my car and I see my car a week later and I just jump in it and hotwire and steal it back, I mean, technically that's not stealing it back, but let's just go with that.
If it's-
You're saying that I should.
If it's the same exact car, then fine, because it's literally your thing. But like what I'm saying is, let's say somebody steals $10,000 from you, and then a year later you're like, I'm gonna go steal $10,000 from them. Probably wouldn't be okay. Or like if somebody's walking up to punch you in a bar and you punch them to keep them from punching you, that's fine. But if they walk up and punch you in the bar and then walk away, and then you run after them and you punch them again, I don't think that's okay.
Right. I hear what you're saying.